Captain Luke!
Yes.
What do you got there?
A homemade juniper pipe, thanks to Woodwork Dave McDonald. And it's vanilla tobacco, so it smells like candy.
It does smell good.
Yeah, it smells good.
So tell us where you're going.
Probably the hell I'm smoking this. Today, we're headed to Eureka. It's nice out. It's going to be close to 80 mile a day. And we're going about 6.5 miles an hour. Should take us about 12.5 hours to get there if the time is right. It looks like the sea's calming down though, and Meg and I are in the process of each individually writing our blogs for our big blog off.
Yeah.
And I already know by my notes that mine will be funny.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that.
How many? That's what she says they're going to be in there.
I don't think you can count that high.
Oh, okay. Well, you better pay attention to the vlog.
So we haven't seen anything out of the ordinary today. No whales, no dolphins. The water's really black.
Ahoy there, Captain Luke. What are you doing?
I'm looking up information on the Lost Coast, Shelter Cove. But if it's lost, how can I find information on it? That's the problem I'm having right here. I'm eating dinner.
Yep, everybody. Luke cooked.
12 vitamins and minerals, fruit and Frostitos, sweet and multi-grain cereal with natural fruit flavors. Dinner of champions.
Notice that we are not even buying brand name cereal. We have the generic.
Wash it down with a nice cold
ham.
Cowboy ham. Gotta love it.
So yeah, we're looking up information on Shelter Cove. We're in Eureka, and we're trying to see if we can stop and anchor at Shelter Cove for a night, or if we're going to have to run overnight to get all the way to Noyo. So we'll see. It's looking like we're going to have to go all the way overnight, but
it does.
But we'll see. And I don't know if you can hear it, but outside right now, just across the river. Okay, let me walk you out. That's the wheel cover there. Okay, right on the other side of these fishing boats, on the other side of this little river here, that building is on the other side, it's close, they have live music down in the historic district, so we might take the dinghy down there and check that out. We are taking the dinghy over to listen to some music in Eureka. It's Thursday night, and we've been able to hear this for about an hour. We thought we'd come check it out. This is kind of their historic downtown and their main city dock that we're approaching, and they've got, looks like lots of people down here in kayaks. Hey guys, we just went around Cape Mendocino, that is. It's been interesting. We have some shallow spots in the water here, and then right behind you we have a spot that's
It's the Mendocino Canyon.
And it's
4,260 feet deep.
Yeah.
Which is just about 1,000 feet shy of a mile underneath there.
So we've been having lots of conversations about what could possibly be living down there. Giant squid.
If anybody has any really good stories or really good creative thoughts of what might live down there, let us know.
Yeah. What else happened today? Well, we left Eureka, and we're on our way to Shelter Cove. We're going to spend our first night at anchor, and it looks like the weather forecast says it should be a good night to do that. We've heard 4 positive things on Shelter Cove and no negatives, so we think it should be an okay place to anchor for the night. And then tomorrow we'll head 44 miles to Noyo, Fort Bragg. We'll be there for a couple days, and then it's Bodega Bay, and then San Francisco. So we're making our way.
Hopefully tomorrow won't have to be as early. This morning we got up at 4 o'clock, and we had the boat fired up and moving by about 4:30, 4:45.
Yeah, so we had a long river entrance out of Eureka, so we did that in the dark, and then right before we got to the bar where it goes out to the ocean, the light was light was on, and we had a pretty hairy time this morning. we crossed right after high tide as the tide was going out, which is kind of a no-no. And we definitely paid for it. It was pretty rough. Just did a great job.
Yeah, we made it. Boat's still floating.
Last thing we're going to do, I think, unless you have anything else, we want to show you guys how spot works. This is what we've been using to check in, and it's about time for us to check in, so I'm just going to push the check-in button, and in about 5 minutes, our list of select cool people will get an email.
Yep.
So, alright guys, we love you, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Hey guys, so we lied. We decided not to stop at Shelter Cove and spend the night at anchor. It was a really nice day out on the ocean, and we talked it through. We decided we were going to do our first overnighter. So it's just after midnight. We just peeked in on the spot. We've been watching movies. We just watched Ratatouille. It's pretty much the same, except it's too dark for us to really see the water. So we're just, hoping we don't hit a crab trap or anything, and we're trying to pay attention. We got our radar on, and I just made old-fashioned Jiffy Pop. When you don't have a microwave, this is what you got. It turned out pretty good. Some cool things, it looks like we are just in a whole bubble of stars. I don't think there's a speck in the sky that's not filled with stars. And we have seen, I don't know, we're going to have to Google them. I don't know if it's phosphorescence or what, but every once in a while we'll go through a little plume of these, like, light up. They're not even glowing, maybe glow in the dark. What do you think, Luke?
They're like a firefly.
Like a firefly,
but in the water.
Like a firefly, but in the water. And they're circles, and they're big, and they're small, and it's incredible. So far so good. Hopefully, we passed Noyo, which was our big 100-mile jump, and we're going 100 miles past Noyo to Bodega Bay. So we should get into Bodega Bay if we keep this speed up just before noon tomorrow, which will mean we will have been out since 4 a.m. yesterday morning all the way to noon. So over 24 hours. But we'll do 200 miles, and we'll be one stop away from San Francisco. So we're really excited about that. Anything else, honey, that I missed?
Nope.
Alright, guys. We love you. We'll check back in at about 6 a.m. or so when the sun comes up, and you can see how haggard we look.
Take 2, the camera fell off last time, so we had to start over.
Alright, we made it. It's about 5:40 in the morning. It's been light for about an hour. The sun hasn't completely risen over the hills, but it's pretty bright out here, so...
It's cold.
It's cold, but we made it, and we saw phosphorescence in the water. We had a full canopy of stars at one point. We had a beautiful, just over a half moon that rose about midnight and gave us quite a bit of light. Although at one point at 2 in the morning, it was totally fogged in. You couldn't tell up from down or from front from back.
You can see about 2 foot in front of the boat, and 2 foot on both sides, and that's it.
Yeah, it was like we were in a little fog bubble. So we were 100% relying on our electronics, which did a great job. Captain Otto drove all night long.
Thankfully.
Yeah. And
while we were in the fog, we heard a whale surface not more than 30 or 40 feet off the side of the boat, and it was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Pretty intimidating.
We heard him blow out his air, and then we heard him kind of
grunt or growl.
Yeah, call or whatever they do. That was a little freaky.
Yeah.
And we heard a couple other sea lions kind of puff some other points in the night. So I think that's it, though. I mean, relatively uneventful, which is a good thing.
Yep. So we're headed into Bodega right now. We should be there in the next 6 or 7 hours, and then we're gonna get a nice place to tie up, and we're gonna sleep.
Yeah, a lot.